What's up, YouTube? TFO619 in the building. Intelligent May.
Hola.
Wow. It's time for What You're Running episode unlucky number 13, and I am running a fairy box, Aromitise and big basics and all that. Sorry, there's no pack openings video from the tournament this week because for whatever reason. Huh?
I said because we went to the pre-release.
No.
Oh.
It's not why.
Continue.
Okay, so as I was saying, there's no pack opening videos for the tournament that we go to each week because for whatever reason there wasn't any. But I did win, and I won $20 in store credit, but the store was closed, so I'll have to use it some other day. I assure you I did win. There was a comment saying that I always win every single week. I literally do, and I do play some tough people, but I just run a really good, consistent list, and I guess apparently I play well. So yeah, I really do win. But I hope you guys just enjoyed that 10 pack opening and those 2 EXs I pulled and everything. So you get that this week. So enough with the chit chat. I have a fairy box, like I said. Deck list. This is actually what I did run this week at our local tournament, and I did take first with this. So I'll just go through and show you guys what I'm running actually, obviously, and why I'm running it. It is a little bit different than your standard fairy box list, I assure you. So just look out, and this is what I run. Alright. So, and all that noise is Intelligent May cooking in the background. So,
sorry.
Alright. So I run 2 full art Xerneas EXs. I mean, you can't run that in a fairy deck. Obviously, it's just you just need it. 60 and 30 to the bench, so you know, a little less Darkrai, and then 140 for X Blast, and you can't use X Blast during next turn. This card was one of the MVPs too because it has resistance to Dark, and there's, you know, Evital, Darkrai, Absol, which I played all day really. That negative 20 with resistance to Dark freaking saved my ass like in 2 games. Huh? Wow. So you know, that's what I run. Self-explanatory. I run 2 baby Xerneases, Geomancy. Switch your deck for 2 fairy energy, attach them to 2 different bench Pokemon. Amazing starter. Like I said, resistance to Dark, which is amazing, and then that Rainbow Spear. It does 100, you discard energy, that 1v1 of the game, so his attack isn't even really that bad, but obviously use it for that Geomancy attack. So there's my 2 fairies. Okay, more Pokemon, so Victini EX, Turbo Energize, obviously, that's more energy acceleration. Search your deck for 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way that you like. Shuffle your deck afterwards. It's always a good attack. I mean, the HP 110 is obviously horrible, but he's in here really for Brazen Genesect and just any other grass Pokemon, you know, since it's one-shots, they can potentially do it. And then intensifying to burn 50 plus if the defending Pokemon is a Pokemon EX. This attack does 50 more damage, so 50 plus 50 is 100 times 2 is that 200 for knockout on that grass type. So that's the only reason why he's in here. If I don't start with him or if I don't need him, he will not see the light of day. Next up, Brazen EX, self-explanatory. Verdant Wind, if there's a grass energy attached to your Pokemon, negate all status effects, and if there already is a status effect, you heal that status effect. It's a must. This stops pretty much Trevenant Lock in their place. They're doing 50 damage, which I actually played today. Dropped this. Actually, I started with this on my bench, and it was just GG from there. He's doing 50 damage, and he's not keeping me locked. Trainer lock, yeah, but it's not that big of a deal compared to being paralyzed and poison Humpoos. That's right. You may hear what I said. Being paralyzed and poison.
That's why I smile.
And then resistance 20 to water, and Blastoise, Keldeo, I guess it's whatever. Emerald Slash for 50, but you don't really attack with it, you just use it with its power. Darkrai, this is also with its power. Dark Cloak, if there's a dark energy attached to it, you get free retreat. One of the best cards still in the format. Nothing really more needs to be said. Nice Spear 90 and 30. So kind of like Xerneas EX here. It's a little bit stronger. This one-shots the Trevenants because it's weak to Dark. I mean, just in case you're just running into that. That one-shots that. What other Dark Pokemon is weak to Dark? I forget, but it does have a good attack, and then minus 20 to Psychic, which is decent. Okay. I run Terrakion EX. Now I know a lot of people running this deck just runs a regular Terrakion with the Retaliate and the Land Crush. I chose Terrakion EX because, for one, it has more HP. I'm not really worried about the retreat cost because of Darkrai, but it does have more HP. It does have attack Rock Tumble. This attack's damage isn't affected by resistance. So with the regular Terrakion having a 2 for 30, with the Retaliate, if you're not really retaliating, there's a lot of Pokemon, well I shouldn't say a lot of Pokemon, but there's Pokemon like Evital and Lugia that has resistance to it, so you're going to be hitting it for 10. If not anything, and this goes through that resistance, so you can just get a straight 50 on it, I mean, if need be. And then Pump Up Smash for 90, attach 2 basic energy cards from your hand to your bench Pokemon any way that you like. So if I have Fairy Energy in my hand, because it just says energy cards, basic energy cards, excuse me, if I have Fairy Energy in my hand, this is also more of an energy acceleration. And then with the 3 energy attack for 90. If you're hitting for weakness, obviously that's going to blow up whatever you're hitting, so it's going to blow up your Darkrai, it's going to blow up those Bouffalants that you're facing against. So that's why I chose Terrakion EX over the regular Terrakion. And when I used to play Team Plasma versus this deck, a lot of people I would sack a Landorus just so people would bring up their regular Terrakion and one-shot it with its Land Crush, because Thundurus is ×2 weak, and then I would just respond with the Karam and 1 Deoxys and then Blizzard Burn, and then bam, there goes all their energy anyway, because Terrakion has 130 HP and they're just kind of SOL. So I like this because it has more HP and it has, I think, a little bit better attacks than the regular one. I run a Cobalion EX instead of the regular Cobalion, same ordeal. Karam just comes back and just one-shots it anyway. So I'm not really worried about that. Righteous Edge, discard a special energy attached to the defeating Pokemon. So you can hit those ×2 weak Pokemon like Xerneas and Karam and whatnot for the 60, if not with the Muscle Band, and you discard a special energy, which is really, really big in this format. And then Steel Bullet for 100. This attack's damage isn't affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects on the defending Pokemon. Yeah, this isn't, since it doesn't say it's not affected by weakness, so it's not gonna one-shot those Karams. It's not really gonna one-shot, the Xerneas or anything like that. But this is in here for Suicune, Sigilyph, and Pyroar, actually. It was either going to be this or a Shred Giratina, but I chose this because of the first attack. Steel Bullet's going to go right through those abilities, and with the Muscle Band, you can pretty much one-shot them anyway. Pyroar and all that, even though it's with fire, but I chose this since Steel Bullet's attack, that's just going to be able to go right through all these abilities, and all that nonsense, Evil Eye, Hard Charm, whatever's there, it's just going to go right through it. And then my last other attacker is Suicune, self-explanatory, Safeguard, prevent all the effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your Pokemon's EX. This won me my round 3. Obviously, all he had was EXs, and I just went and just safeguarded and just Aurora Beamed everything and just kept putting damage on. And I actually just, all he had was EXs. Instead of attaching energy to any of these other Pokemon, I just had this up active and it had like 9 energy on it. And Muscle Band, I was just going to town. So that's a really, really good card. Good stalling card. It's a good thorn in people's sides, and go ahead and enjoy running that. I do a 2/2, 2 Spritzee, 2 Aromitise. Pretty much the heart of the deck. Without this, you're not moving all that energy around and max pushing it. Free transfers off as you like and move Fairy Energy to one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. So that does count with Rainbow and Blend. Rainbow and Prism, excuse me. Which I do run, so you can just take advantage of all these different types and all these different attacks, and pretty much try to hit whatever you need for weakness. That's pretty much the key in the deck, and I run a 2/2 of that. Now probably the weirdest thing that I run in here is a 2/2 Magnezone. Now Magnezone's ability, Dual Brains, just during your turn you may play 2 supporters. It is killer. It is killer. Honestly, I ran this. I know I could run a Zekrom EX, which is originally what I was gonna run, and free up another 5 slots for other stuff. But being able to play 2 supporters a turn, you don't understand how amazing that is. Just being able to Skylar for something and then Junipering again, or Fan Club and chorusing, or just being able to play 2 supporters is just amazing. It is so good, and it won me a lot of games, and it's really good for setup. Shower Ball though does 80, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, and then your opponent switches 2, so it's potentially escape rope in the attack. I will attack with Magnezone. This is my lightning Pokemon for, you know, Lugia and whatever else is weak to lightning, I forget, but this is what I will attack with when they have that lightning weakness. And with the Muscle Band, it hits for 100. If it times 2, it's 200's knockout, and you get Magnezone out of the active and put up, you know, Siglet or something else that's not gonna get one-shotted or killed, and or it can make them switch and disrupt them. This card is really slept on, and with Lysandre coming out, which I'm gonna put in here. I just didn't pull any from the pre-release, sad face, but it's gonna be killer. 2/2/2. I suggest you guys try it out. Yeah, it slows it down a little bit, but once you get that set up and you get those 2 supporters, it's killer. Which I'm going to go on to. So I run 4 Sycamore. I mean, you need it. Juniper / Sycamore doesn't matter. I just honestly didn't want to pull my Junipers out, so I just went with Sycamore. I'm not trying to be that guy. But self-explanatory, discard a hand, draw 7. New card coming out, Pokemon Fan Club. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon, put them into your hand. I mean, it's Collector -1 and Roseanne -2, if you would. Amazing setup card, first turn. You know, you can get that whatever you need at the time. It's amazing opener. You can get it to thin your deck. You can get it to get that Brazian, that Darkrai, that Suicune to stall, which I actually did. Your Squirties, in my case Magnemite, or whatever I need. It's a really good opening card, so I run 3 of that. 2 Chorus. I'm gonna have my bench filled maximum pretty much at all times. So being able to get at least 5 plus some for whatever's on my bench is good. I still think this is an amazing supporter. I mean, compared to Shauna or whatnot, Shauna's pretty good, but I just want to chorus just because I know my bench is going to be full. Then I run 2 Skylet for what you need, use it. Every deck pretty much really runs this. It's a really good supporter. Get that trainer you need, and just keep the ball rolling. Trainers, I run 2 Ultra Ball. That's the reprint. Discard 2, search your deck for a Pokemon. Since we're losing Level Ball and we're losing Heavy Ball, I mean, Ultra Ball is really just the only way to go. But it honestly should be in any deck just to get whatever Pokemon you want. And then 2 Level Ball. I know it's going to rotate probably, more than likely, but I mean, Level Ball, I can get my Magnetons, my Magnemites, and my Aromitise and my Spritzies. Really just do it for that. Not really much more that needs to be said. 3 Max Potion. You need Max Potion. The whole point of the deck is get hit. Oh, you're about to get knocked out. Move the energy away from it. Max Potion, and then move it back and attack again. I mean, pretty much a really big thorn in everyone's side. Nobody wants to see that. Fairy Transfer, Max Potion, Fairy Transfer back. You just see the head go down, and they just start hating life. In all honesty. I run 2 Muscle Band. Muscle Band, you know, that plus 20 for any Pokemon, EX, whatever, doesn't matter. Muscle Band, I mean, put it on Suicune. That's that guaranteed 2-shot, that 90-90, pretty much. I mainly put it on either on Magnezone 2 to get that 100 and get him out if I'm hitting for lightning. plus, you know, it's just plus 20. It's just a good card. Every deck really is running it. It's really an optimized tool. That plus 20 just can mean so many knockouts and just guarantee you taking prizes, honestly. I run 2 catcher. Those are going to be Lysandres as soon as I pull some when the set comes out, honestly. Catcher, just bring whatever you want up. But these are going to be Lysandres since I'll be able to get Magnezone out. I'll be able to Lysandre, which could be a supporter, dual brands, and then play another one. And just to ensure me, I don't have the option of just playing my Lysandre to stall, or if I can't get a knockout and then not being able to play supporter when I have all these draw supporters. So those are catcher right now, but if you've seen the battle video, I'll probably see those for Lysandre, which is what those are actually going to be. Next up is Sacred Ash. You can run Sacred Ash / Super Rod. It's really what you prefer. It's a new card that's going to come out. Sacred Ash, shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. So it doesn't say up to, so if you have 5 Pokemon in there, you have to get the 5 Pokemon, which I guess is kind of a bummer, but Super Rod's printed like that as well, if I'm not mistaken. Do you know, Hunt, if it is or not? If it says up to, I think Super Rod don't say up to. I think it says shuffle 3 and any combination of basic, 3 any combination of Pokemon or basic energy back into your deck, honestly.
If you don't have it,
yeah, if you don't have it, you only can do the maximum, but if you have 3 to get, you have to get it, yeah, so.
You can't choose.
This card is really hit or miss. I honestly like it just because of the Pokemon I have. I have more options to ditch stuff, or if stuff is getting knocked out, I can really get 5 back, but it does hurt when you don't really need more of the Pokemon you're getting. And then it doesn't get back your fairy energy, so you have to be, I personally, just because I'm running, I have to be careful with discarding my fairy energy, paying its retreat, or doing the rainbow spear attack. But I honestly like it, you know, but I'm still gonna play test it more. Next up is Pal Pad. Loving this card. Shuffle 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your deck. So I mean, with dual brains, I'll be running out of more supporters, but with Pal Pad, I can get my Skyless, my Chorus, my Lysandres when these are Lysandres back, my Sycamores, and my Fan Club if I need to. It's just a really good trainer, and I suggest you guys get your hands on that. Another new card, Startling Megaphone. This is going to take over your Tool Scrapper, so Tool Drop is going to die now. It's discard all Pokemon Tool cards attached to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So instead of being up to 2, this is literally just all of them. So if they have 3, discard all of them. Tool Drop, they have like 12 different tools in play. Drop that, all of them's gone, and they're kind of SOL. So I run one of those. Spec of choice, Dowsing Machine, obviously. I can get all these back, literally all these trainers and supporters if I need to really get whatever I need. I think this is the best A-spec, I mean, for this deck, you know, depending on what's going on. I mean, with my dual brains, I like that a lot. So that's why I just went with Dowsing Machine. It's pretty much self-explanatory. And the energy line, if you can guess, is 4 Rainbow, 4 Prism, 4 Rainbow, 4 Prism, and 6 Fairy. Rounds off the deck. Geomancy, you can just start getting those. Rainbow Energy, you can attach and put the damage on. I can put the damage on my Magnezone or my Aromitise and then move it off. Just be careful with your Prism Energy, because it's only every energy when it's attached to a basic Pokemon. So some people tried to put this Prism on their Aromitise and it was just a basic colorless and they couldn't move it, and that was that. So make sure you guys put your Prism Energy on your basic Pokemon only, and then put your Rainbow on whatever, because you can move it, because a lot of people misplay thinking that they can move this. And it goes the same for if you move it to like an evolution. I mean, in my case, I wouldn't do it, but you know, if you move it to an evolution, then that's that. It just stays colorless. So make sure you get those rainbows into play, guys. You guys seen this deck in action? It was really good. But if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I don't really want to change anything Pokemon wise, just because I feel that it's really good. And I know you guys might hate on the Magnezone, but I'm telling you, in a deck like this, it works. I mean, for me, and I just go the slow route. No rare candy, no evil soda, just 2/2/2. And when I get it out, I get it out, and that's that. And I hope you guys checked out the battle video I used with this. You probably will see this again in the future. The next battle video is going to be a good one. It's just going to be Shell Attack and Shell Attack Triple B Better Business Bureau, which is just going to be blasters at the yin yang on both ends. When I make that, Intelligent May has already made that, and I'm going to make that. So that'll be the next battle video. If you guys like this, make sure you like, comment, rate, subscribe. If you guys want to test this deck out yourself, please do. In all honesty, it's really, really good, and I really, really like it. May 7th is when the new set drops, so you guys will be able to get these cards if you guys didn't go to your local pre-release. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more What You Running episodes. We're about to be heading to 14. You already know what it is, hon. Say you already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
You already know what it is. Thanks for watching so much, guys.
Bye.
Peace.